into Overview Music.
Overview Music.
You're locked in to the Overview Music podcast.
You're tuned into the sounds of that pure vibrant
LSD.
So transmissions. Just
Overview.
Hello. It is that time of the month once again. It is Overview. Oh god, that's a great start already. Let's go. Fuck it, we're doing this first take. I don't even care. It's definitely the Overview Music podcast with myself, Peter Piper, aka Energy. And we're going into a big banger right away for you. This is Operate and Mad Rush MC. This is One by One.
From a long time, me I kill some boy, they must understand. So when me kill them, me kill it all of them, yeah, me kill them all one by one. Me try tell them.
A few people may be waiting on this one coming out. It's finally on its way. This Friday, you can get it. Big up the boys on this. This is a big tune.
Me I kill some boy, they must understand. So when me kill them, me kill it all of them, yeah, me kill them all one by one. Me try tell them. One by one. Them, yeah, me kill them all one by one. Them, yeah, me kill them all one by one. Let me kill them all one by one. Me try tell them, nobody mess with me, because they messing with the wrong one. Me even want them, me is a old school done. That me no scared of anyone. So me show them, from a long time me a kill some boy, they must understand. So when me kill them, me kill the whole of them. Yeah, me kill them all one by one. Me try tell them.
So that is going to be out on Operate's new Gore EP, which is going to be the next Overview release out for anyone that cares about that sort of thing. And I'm going to go into even more music that is going to be out on Overview very soon. I'm going to play a few more from the Operate EP. We've got another very big EP coming as well. And that will be the sounds of Koherent and the Bleep Test EP. This one is Stab Trilogy. This was recently played by Skeptical at Boomtown on the Origin stage. And there's no more I need to say about this.
Your dreams come true.
Yeah, this is actually being released on Overview. The cat is well and truly out of the bag now. The worst kept secret in drum and bass. Koherent are going to be releasing on Overview. I've got another one to play in the show, so stick around. Going into more big music that's forthcoming. This is Particle and Envy with You, forthcoming on Critical.
It's not something I should
Well, this is just lovely. This is a lovely bit of music here.
When I'm with you, with you, with you, I'm better off with you. When I'm with you, with you, with you, I'm better off with you. Never thought that I'd be feeling this way, but you got me stuck, don't know what I do. You get me thinking so crazy, and I went on another way. Driving on the 45 with a smoke, I hope you ain't been that happy for a while now. Yeah. I thought that you would happen to me, good to see you, could I be ready? Yeah. When I'm with you, with you, with you, I'm better off with you. When I'm with you, with you, with you, I'm better off with you.
You gotta love this nice kind of like jungly modern thing the Particle seems to be like leading the way with. And I really like that one. Gonna keep it on a bit of a jungly tip. This is the sounds of Sweetpea and Shady Novelle. 100 vibes. Because I think if you did need as many vibes as possible, at least would be 100. That would be a good amount of vibes to have.
We'll win again, we'll sin again.
So really like this release coming from Sweetpea. This is going to be out on Spearhead. There are 3 Shady Novelle collabs on there as well. Who doesn't love the sounds of Shady Novelle? So if you want 3 brand new Shady Novelle tracks, you'll be able to get them on this Sweetpea EP, which I believe is coming very soon. I'm just gonna like roll you into today's show. We're starting on a nice liquidy jungle vibe until we bring the techie tech. This next one is a Revan track entitled IMD, forthcoming Flexout.
Every time I see you, we bring the energy tonight. I think about you all the time.
more silky, subtle, smooth liquid for you right now. I'm just trying to work out what IMD stands for. Immature Men Dancing. I think that's a good one. No idea what that could mean. Give me your best comments. What do you think IMD stands for? Innocently mandating Danes. Right, I'm going to go into my dub of the month. It's also an overview dub, because why not? Who doesn't love a bit of self-promotion? This is Invadhertz and Primitive Instinct. And this one's called That's You. And this is a lovely, lovely tune. Okay, we're gonna bring it up right now. This is Sustance and T-Man, Snakes and Villains out on Shogun.
So I ain't gotta move like a snake or a villain. I don't feel calm, I don't feel smitten. Think I feel shaken up, think I feel bitten. Feel like man are trying to dampen the mission, but I know chains can't top my ambition. I think that I died in the flames, but I risen. Feels like the inception of my incision. No longer a question, it's more of a given. That I rip a rhythm like it ain't even a biggin'. Coming with power like I'm topping up a meter. Nobody's gonna put a dent in my ether. Gonna do it major. I never came to do it legal. Put the game in a sleeper, then it's back to my reefer. Back to my reefer. Put the game in a sleeper, then it's back to my reefer. I never came to do it legal. Put the game in a sleeper, then it's back to my reefer.
You know, I actually think that there's 3 T-Man tracks in today's show, which I think is a record for vocalists featured. I'd have to have a backtrack on that, but I don't think we've ever had 3 tunes from one vocalist featured ever. So congratulations, Mr. T-Man. You have won that prestigious prize. Keeping the intensity up. I told you, I'm not mucking around now. This one is Late Sleeper and Rubber Ducky. And this has to be one of my favourite tunes on today's show, because this is a bit silly. But in the best possible way.
Just.
This definitely does sound like a rubber duck has just ingested a lot of pingers, and he's on the main stage of Boomtown just like having a great time. Go on, Rubber Ducky. You go for it, son. I'm getting up the intensity even more right now with some Blackout music, some label Blackout music, and this is Slow Down, and the track entitled Distance. He doesn't enjoy a bit of face melting neuro every once in a while. And this kind of sits on the border for me a little bit. It's kind of like modern neuro. If that's a thing, is that a thing? That's at least what I'm calling it. Keeping it more weird, keeping it more dark and techie. This is a track from Phace and Grey Code. It's pronounced E, but it has the little dots on the side of it, so I'm going to not... How do you say E in German? I don't know. That is something that I probably should know. I'm going to say... This song is called E. E. Tunes like this, you just sort of think that they're just showing off a little bit. You guys are just showing off. I know your game. I know what you're doing. Going into a bit of an exclusive dubplate here from VISLA. This is called Vandal, and this has got a really cheeky sample in it. I love it.
Outside it seems evidence of the recession, an empty warehouse boarded up and a target for vandals. Inside, the perfect venue for one of a growing number of illegal rave parties in the West. It's a 90s phenomenon which looks set to stay. According to police, each party is a disaster waiting to happen.
Really enjoying this. Really enjoying the music that I'm coming. I'm coming. Yep, I actually just said that. No, I'm really enjoying the music that is coming from VISLA at the moment. That's what I meant to say. Definitely one to watch. Speaking of more music from people that are one to watch, we have some more music here from Operate. This is another one off of his Gore EP, which is going to be out next on Overview. And this is Switchblade.
Hundreds of people are inside a disused warehouse.
Switchblade.
So that is more music from Dom Operate. Big up to Dom. We actually have a interview podcast coming, one of the first ever sit-down IRL podcasts. So if you're into that sort of thing, if you're a fan of the Joe Rogan podcast or No Ballers or something like that, then maybe you're going to like my new podcast. Yes, I've got another podcast coming, if you can believe that. How many podcasts does one man need? Find out next month on Too Many Podcasts. But I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to Dom's release. Anyway, we want another one here from Trex and TI. This is Only our Metalheadz. I actually got to meet Trex again the other week at Boomtown. I'm going to see how many times I can actually name drop the fact that I was at Boomtown on today's episode. Because I didn't know if you knew, but I actually went to Boomtown. I've even got the wristband still on because I just go to festivals now. But I actually unfortunately got to miss T.I. and Trex's set because they clashed with Noisia. And I was gutted because I really would have liked to have seen Trex and T.I. play. But they clashed with like the last ever show of Noisia, which was at Boomtown. I don't know if you knew it was actually at Boomtown. But big up to Joe. And also to say that this went to #1 on all genres on Beatport, which is quite an achievement. I have to admit that is very impressive. So big up to Joe, big up to Matt. Absolutely smashed it on this one, lads. Yeah, lads. Fucking smashed it right here. I have some more music from Revan to play for you. This is coming out on his next release, which is on Flexout Audio. It's a bit of a mini LP that he's doing. This one is with MC Fokus. And this is called The Illustrator.
Track like ink under the skin. If the mood's right and the beat's tight, I'm going in, yo. Original content, bars I've never been to. Flex and freestyle, spit something that I've written. Tattoo to the track like ink under the skin. If the mood's right and the beat's tight, I'm going in. The Illustrator, clarity and definition, colours in the palette, breathing life into the composition. Check out the detail, crisp line work and shaded. It's permanent, here to stay, never faded, traded. It's permanent, here to stay, never faded, traded.
I was going to say, I actually got called out by MC Fokus the other day because he said that my tiny mic, I look like one of the guys of a Vandal ballet. And I think he's hoping for me to do a rendition at some point, which I probably will.
The illustrators on the set to work the rhythm harder. To work the rhythm harder. The illustrators on the set. By creator, elevator, media maker, spilling syllables over the paper. Conjector, slang selector, dot connector, dropping multicolored images, the light projector.
And that is that. Big up to MC Fokus. Big up to Hayden, as always. Big up to High Mastering as well. If you need your mastering done, go to High Mastering. And I'm going to play something here from MISSIN. This is Psychological Profile. And this was going to be my classic track. This kind of is my classic track. But I just kind of wanted to give this a bit of a spotlight as I've been playing it again. And it's so good. I wish MISSIN would come back and write some more edgy, techie, clicky D&B, because this mixes so well with anything, and the progression on it is amazing. It's like how many drops can one track have? I don't know what the answer is, but this track definitely pushes it. You can get this on Lock Concept right now if you do want it. Thank you so much, MISSIN, for that beauty, absolute beauty. I love it. I'm still gonna play it. Why not? We're gonna bust out some classics for the podcast, because why not? Going into more modern, brand new drum and bass. This is Ill Truth and Fumble. You'll be able to get this one on that Bandcamp right now. I got a bit carried away with the mix on that one, because if anyone didn't know, I actually mixed this podcast myself on my lovely controller here, And if anyone would like to listen to the mix in its entirety without me chatting shit all over the top of it, you can sign up to our Patreon and do just that. Because I'm just going to plug the Patreon over the top of Hayden and Jay's track, because that's just how I roll sometimes. So yeah, do go sign up. It's patreon.com/overview. And if you can, please go and support Hayden and Jay's track Fumble on the Ill Truth Bandcamp as well. Go do that. Yeah, I actually really love this track. Fumble as well. Fumbling is just what apparently I'm doing all over today's podcast. Come on, Pete, concentrate. Get your words out. You can do it. You're a professional. You do this a lot, okay? So yeah, do go support that. There's a bit of like a dub giveaway thing that they're doing on their Bandcamp. So yeah, go get it. I got carried away on the mix again, didn't I? I'm like ghost DJing right now. Just imagine that I'm actually mixing and talking at the same time. Just imagine that. This is the sounds of Nami, my good friend over in Mother Russia. And this is entitled Combient. I don't know, whatever that means. Big up to Alex. You can get that one on his Patreon right now, so go ahead and get that if you're into that sort of thing. Going into more heavy music here. This is Dizrupt, Corrosion on Fraktal. God, I really did get carried away on the mix today, didn't I? Hey, look, I was just having fun, okay? This is like neuro minimal. I do love a bit of neuro minimal, that has to be said. Okay, we're going into more music from Russia. This is the East Colors remix of Rend, Altered Flow. And who doesn't love a bit of East Colors minimal? Let's be honest, that guy does it very, very well. Big up to my boy Andre, all the way over in Cyprus. And this one's a bit tasty. actually makes me really sad that I'm probably not going to be able to go to Russia. We had been talking about it. We very nearly were going to get booked for Overview in St. Petersburg, but I'm not sure that we're going to be going there anytime soon. Which, I mean, all the issues surrounding that conflict, I've got a lot of good friends in Russia, and I do like a bit of Russian drum and bass. But maybe we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Anyway, that is out on East Color's label Emphases. So go check that if you can. We got a rather smooth one here from Wings, which he's just put out on his Patreon. This is Odie, No Signs, Wings on the remix. Or, no, he's actually called it an edit. It's not a bootleg, it's an edit. This is a lovely track though.
Everybody wants to grow up and be a star. Seem like we the only ones that don't know who we are. I can't promise that you'll never be enough. Only thing that matters that you feel it in your heart. Baby, that's the reason why I don't ever see the card. Baby, that's the reason why I don't ever make it far. I don't know if we'll ever win the war. All I know is that we'll never see the scars. Let's be honest. Am I in? Am I in? Can I feel it? I got no time. I got shit. I got things to do. I got like you. Let's be honest. Am I really? Am I really? If I keep it cool, I got no time. Tell me what to do. Show me something new. Show me something true. Let's be honest. Am I in? Am I in? Can I steal it? I got no time. I got shit to do. I got things to do. I got like you. Let's be honest. Am I really cool? Am I cool? If I keep it cool, I got no time. Tell me what to do. Show me something new. Show me something true.
Yeah, so it's not actually a bootleg, it's an edit. There is a difference. Edits are cool, bootlegs are not cool, okay? So for anyone that was confused or I had to clear that up for them, that is why, okay? Edit cool, bootleg not cool, okay? Get it into your head. And you can get that on his Patreon. I can't believe that. That's a really great track to get for free. Apart from you have to sign up for the Patreon, obviously. Right, going into a bit of a gully banger here from Leveler. This is Wavelength out on his label Novelle.
Scanning Wavelength.
Big up to Leveler as well. He held an event down the Volks last Saturday, which was really good. So big up to Callum. And going into our second T-Man track. This is Alex Perez and T-Man, Under Pressure.
How they gonna match and measure? Now, but these man are under pressure, trying to work out how they gonna match and measure.
saw quite a number of people were at 1985 in Bristol at the weekend. We had a good few of our crew down there. Sold out 1985 show. Good look for minimal DMB. I mean, I guess it's minimal DMB. Minimal rollers, fam. Who doesn't love a bit of minimal rolling drum and bass? Going into more minimal jump up infused drum and bass, this is Serum and Need for Mirrors. Tune entitled Titanic. Sounds souped up.
Cause I'm cold, icy. Yeah, man say, ain't cold, I'm the iceberg. I push Titanic to the road. Ain't cold, I'm the iceberg. I push Titanic to the road. Ain't cold, I'm the iceberg. I push Titanic to the road. Ain't cold, I'm the iceberg. Yeah, man say, ain't cold, I'm the iceberg. I push Titanic to the road. Ain't cold, I'm the iceberg. I push Titanic to the road. Ain't cold, I'm the iceberg. I push Titanic to the road. Ain't cold, I'm the iceberg.
I have to admit, there is something really hypnotizing about that sample. I don't know what it is. I like it a lot. Moving over to some sounds from Newcastle, my favourite place north of London. This is Nectax and Pulse Techniques. This one's out on Guidance. Wicked one there from Nectax. Big up to Ollie.
In the morning I was hanging by the window. Too much on my mind, I'm feeling like I'm Johnny Cinco.
We have some music here from Trex, Sub 10 and Lemedusa. This is a new one out on Onyx. This is called Over It.
Get it how you get it, that's the lingo. Haters always diluting the truth just like it's Vimto. Cause I'm on the move, I'm on the go. If I fell behind, I wouldn't make it to a show. I just do my thing, collect my dough and then I'm ghost. Couple man around because they never do the most. People fully moan because they never met the host. They just wanna stand up with the gang and take a post. They don't even share my riddle round or just promote. But they want my rider with some rum and with some coke.
So what?
and I was chosen. I'm on the move, I got a booking up in motion. Look, I'm the gaffer, you can't pay me with no token. On DMB, you see me rip it up like Hogan. I touch the set and then I spin it like I'm Logan. Before this data, I was everywhere I'm roaming. I'm talking pirate radio when I was zoning. Cause I'm on the move, I'm on the go. If I fell behind, I wouldn't make it to a show. I just do my thing, collect my dough and then I'm
bringing it down, going into some Invicta. Going from Onyx into Invicta. That's how we do it on the OV podcast sometimes. And this is Arc Patrol, Let Go, NJ Edit VIP. This was actually an Emma B suggestion for this month's podcast. I really, really like this one from Invicta. This is a really, really smooth tune. Really feeling those kind of RP RP things, whatever they're called. The RP things what sound good on the music. Nah, big up, wicked tune. Going in some brand new Delta 9. This is by XHL and it's called Lateral Steps on the Wall. There we go. Yo! We had to go back to some minimal techie stuff. There we go. You've got to love a good, interesting track title as well. Not enough track titles, I believe, have interesting track titles. A lot of them just have very generic track titles. Definitely like the next track coming in. I'm sorry, Degs. I'm sorry, Dusky. I'm sorry, Operate. This is Diamonds. I mean, how many songs do you reckon are called Diamonds? But there is only this one for us. This is my overview classic of the month. I got to, well, they played it at Multifunction, and I was actually having a poo at the time, so I got to hear it, I didn't get to see it. Yep, that happened.
I'm far more conscious when I see it on my radar.
Now I know nothing's above me. I'm sober in my thoughts, they never run free. I'm more calculated. Yeah, this life is different when you're hungry. Wanted to fly out of the country, do the things I'm born to do, but that takes sacrifice. Yeah. Don't ever think you're born to lose, to keep your appetite. But only
feed your mind with love, so you're making good decisions for the ones you're propping up. And maybe some will break your trust, but it's a fact of planet Earth. Cause if life was black and white, we'd find no diamonds in the dirt.
We find no diamonds in the dirt, there ain't no timing like the first. You'll be surprised the way the wind follows nicely from the hurt. They say you get what you deserve, and I believe it. Don't ever feel your purpose has no meaning, cause I can vouch for seeming worthless. So searching for a feeling, I promise there's a light beyond the ceiling. It's just deceiving, yeah. Phases of nostalgia is healing.
Sing it. Sit still. I'll leave it to the pros.
Now I realize the pain's an invader. Don't find my conscious when I see it on my radar.
Like I was born for this. Repeat it in your mind, cause when that vision never fades and you got passion intertwined, it's any day that you could fly. With all these pages left to write, understand your soul, stand the test of time, yeah. Never doubting anything, I wanna rise. Felt love to an extreme and there was phases I was blind. It's never where it seems, it's just amazing how you tried. Failure to comply, where's my savior in the sky? Yeah, paper plane to raise me high. Practicing your aim should be practicing from time. See with pressure there's a balance, all these years we walk the line. Diamond in the dirt, see the twinkle in your pride.
So I have included this as the overview classic because this is undoubtedly a classic now. Come on, you can't deny it. You can't deny it.
Let this ring true, learn to sit still, until there's calmness, sit still. Cause now I realize the pain's an invader. Don't find my conscious when I see it on my radar.
Also thought I should probably play it because Operate's new EP is out. I want to play some more Operate for you. And this is the third and final T-Man track. This is Gore, this is with Operate, and this is the next release on Overview. That is also T-Man's first track on Overview. So there we go.
Let me go again, time to flow again. I stood static but I decided to grow again. I know some peeps are gonna try step on my toe again, but I just have to hit him with that catastrophic flow again. I got a show again, I'm getting dough again. Shut it down, then the chronic I feel blow again. So moving that pace I ain't ever going slow again. I was down and out but now I'm moving like a pro again. Again, turn into a pro again. Realize that's someone I thought I knew I didn't know again. Someone's looking at me through the crosshair of their bow again, trying to turn my passion and my joy into a woe again. But I took flight, moving like a crow again. I'm seeing the fruits for the seeds I have to sow again. No one's bringing me down, I don't need to feel low again. Time to turn into the generally to go again.
So after a little run of quite feelsy, introspective, emotional music on Overview, we're back with a bit of a club banger EP. That is the Gore EP. That is going to be out on the 2nd of September. The single for 1x1 is going to be out this week, and then the full release out the week after. So please go get your pre-orders, pre-saves in. Go support it, please. We'd really appreciate it. We love you. And this is my classic track because I have got to see Spy play the last couple of weeks. Once at Boomtown, once in Brighton, and this is a banger.
From a different dimension.
I know some people are gonna try to put my toe again, but
really hope that I don't get a copyright strike for playing this. It's always the difficulty with trying to play classics. But yeah, this one is one of my favourite original kind of spy tracks from back in the day. I believe this is off Evolutions Part 2. I used to have it on vinyl. I used to have this on vinyl. And yeah, this was just rinsed and played and played and played. And Spy, Carlos Spy is a lovely man. I actually got to meet him at Boomtown up on the Origin stage, because I managed to go up backstage on the Origin stage at Boomtown. And I got to meet Spy and stand up there on the stage at Boomtown. It was just really fantastic. Bloody fantastic it was. Speaking of more fantastic things, this is Clinical and Lost Vanity. Now, I did play this on last month's episode even. Time's just going very quickly again. And I just had to play it again because I only got to play like a shortened version of it, and I want to play the whole thing this time because this is really worthy of more attention from you. Really fantastic EP. If you didn't already check it out, check out the Destined EP. That was the last release out from Clinical. Really feelsy, emotional, emotive music, and it was a really, really great release, and this is an absolute diamond of it. Should mention that Clinical is actually coming down and playing at the Volks in Brighton. So for anyone that wants to come down to the home of Overview Music, which is the Volks nightclub, we have Coherent, Clinical, Colette Warren, Operate, Kira, Solar and Emma B with Subantics, Energy and Anada. And yeah, it's going to be a great, great show. So come down, 3rd of September. Anyway, going into one here from Colette Warren and Coherent.
The clock is ticking. Deliberating around my painting. Elevating. It's time to let it go. My hair straight and curly, and always been happy.
so great to finally be able to tell people that this is happening. Koherent on Overview. That's a Bleep Test EP. This track was entitled Red Lipstick. God, I was doing so well. Red Lipstick. I have been slamming that one for months. And I'm kind of sad to see it go as a dub. I wish I could just hoard all the dubs forever, but I can't. Okay, so it's time for the last tune of the show, and I'm going to play something from Current Value. This is called Platinum Scatter. And I wanted to end it on a bit of a weird industrial electronica D&B vibes. This is actually 170 whatever. And this is off Current Value's new album on Yuku. And this is just, again, demonstration in ability. So you can almost like hear him playing this live on his analog gear. Yeah, wow. Get lost in this. Emma B has just turned back up. She's timed it perfectly. I'm actually about to finish the podcast. We're obviously going to do the Patreon shout out to finish off as well, because who could forget that? That's like the best bit. Okay. I thought that was quite a nice way to bring things down. I really enjoyed today's episode, actually, in more in terms of the music, not in my presenting ability. As said, if you do want to go listen to this without me talking, you can go sign up to the Patreon. There is a mix that's uploaded, and you can listen to this whole episode without me rabbling. Just making up words now, aren't I? But yeah, as ever, please do go and support any of the music that you have heard in today's show. That is one of the reasons that we do it. I want to showcase the very best in drum and bass across the scene. So go to Bandcamp, go to Beatport, wherever you like to buy your music, wherever you like to stream your music, as long as it's obviously out. Some of this stuff isn't out yet, but a lot of it might be, or it might be coming out. So yeah, just keep a watch out and please go support your artist. It's very, very important. Thank you as ever to anyone that has been listening or watching today's show. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can go and listen to this on SoundCloud. If you're listening on SoundCloud, you can go and watch it on YouTube or Facebook. I'd probably recommend YouTube. I believe Facebook is a bit buggy at the moment with uploading mixes. So we're going to work on that one. Yeah, obviously a few things to shout out and talk about, which I'll do a little bit at the end of this. But obviously it's the most important part of today's show. It is the Patreon shout out. As without Patreon, this would not be possible. So yeah, do go sign up if you can. It's patreon.com/overview music. And we really appreciate your support. And if you do support us, you get to have your name read out right now on the end of this show. How much of an amazing deal is that? So, without further ado, I would like to thank the Patreons. And that will be starting with Abstract, Adam, AE, AJEDD, Alchimia, Alex Wybray, Anton Kunzel, Armin Rucklinger, Artillery DMB, Ashley Crawford, Ben Patching, Big Clit, Brady Buchanan, Brian Grimlett, Bruno, Callum Taylor, Kays, CD Jake, Belch, Charlie Slidell, Christopher Larson, Damien, Daniel Bromley, DJ WMD, Drew S, Ed Price, aka Fortress, Edward Fakori, Ellis Coates, Forrainer, Frank Poms, the man like Frank, what a legend, Gorguasian, Gene Paul DJ, George Alexopoulos, George Pearson, Ghost Hardware, Harv Lovelace, High Dimension. Please don't ever leave me, High Dimension, just because I get to say High Dimension on every single episode and I really enjoy it. Jay, Jack Goodsell, Jack Houston, Jack Taylor, Jacob Reedy, James Buxton, James Stevenson, Yardle Dodds, Jens, Joe Hurst, John Dent, Johnny Galvez, Joris Van Gunsteren. Big up, Joris, it was your birthday. Happy birthday to Joris. Josh Bollard, Julian, K Hertz, ooh. I think that stands for Australia, ooh. Larkin, maybe, is EU Austria, maybe. Anyway, Larkin, LDST, Lee Bowman, Lee Medal, Liam Morton, Lockie, Luke Coles, Magix, Mario, Mark Tipper, Michael, Mike Parallax, Milo Newton, big up to Milo, Mr. Rayner, big up to Mr. Rayner, Nicholas Way, Nicolay, Nola Manoy, Oliver Hurdley, Ollie Johnson, aka OJ, Oscar Thistleton, Patrick, Photone, Fistique, Reed Griffin, Restless Keith, another one I hope never leaves me just because I like reading out your name, Reese James, Richard Bellaby, Ricky Cauldron, aka Unique and the Fam, Sonny, Sienna and Katie, big up you guys, Rob Ferry, Robert Lager, Rolls, Ross Packham Brown, Ryan, Sam Stringer, Samuel Prado, Sarah Allen, Sebastian, Sean Fleming, Sneaks, Squashy, System, Stan, Stephen, Taz, Thomas, Tided, Todd Paul, Visualize, NYC, the big man himself, Mr. Craig Wave Shader, Wildstorm DMB, and Yannick W. And then we have it. That is another episode of the Music fucking hell. The Overview Music Podcast, 100%. This has been season 3, episode 6. And yeah, thank you very much for listening or watching or whatever you're doing. If you can, please come and support Overview at a few of the shows that are coming up. We are going to be in Brighton on September the 3rd. We are going to be in Manchester on September the 30th. That's Critical versus Overview at Hidden with Hit and Run. That is going to be a big show. We are also going to be in Cardiff. We're going to be in Cardiff as well. For any Cardiff crew, any of the Welsh gang, we're going to be at, I can't actually say the name of the club. It's got a weird Welsh name. It's called, I think they called it Club. They just called it Club there. Club I4 Back. Terrible Welsh for you right there. We're going to be bringing a heavy lineup for you. That's going to be at the start of October the 7th, I want to say. We are also going to be in Utrecht with Rolling in the Deep. We're going to be in the Netherlands with Casper Ways and all of that crew. So if you're from the Netherlands, please come along for that. What else have we got? We also got another night in Brighton in November. I feel like there's definitely some other things that I'm missing, but I can't, for the life of me, off the top of my head, recite it right now. But yes, we are going to be around. So please, once again, give it up for everyone there. I'm like really saying that. Give it up. Give it up, guys. Give it up for everybody that has played on today's show. Played music. Pick up everyone that has made music that I've played on today's show. There we go. Please go and support the Operate EP when it comes out. Keep a watch out for the Koherent release when it's coming out. This is a big release that we got coming. I mean, don't get me wrong, all of the releases that we release are really big, but the Koherent one has been in the works for quite a while. We've been sitting on the tunes because it is also going to be released on vinyl. Nice, shiny, green, special vinyl, and it's a really top release. So keep a watch out for that. Obviously, please do support Operate as well. Don't forget about the man Operate. We're obviously going to be doing a bit of the launch party for both the releases down the Volks. So that'd be amazing if anyone could come down. And I think that's just about it. I think I'm going to shut up now. Over and out. Peace and love. Have a good rest of your evening or day, depending on when you're listening to this. Thank you. I appreciate you. Big up.